Good evening. Being happy never goes out of style, once said by Lily Pulitzer. Welcome to BMZ News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
100% Bahraini-built satellite project launched. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister received the Chief of Staff of the Bahrain Defence Force. Bahrain today marked 21st anniversary of Supreme Council for Women. Millions of students return to schools after coronavirus lockdowns in Philippines. Indian Grandmaster Pratyananda defeated world champion Magnus Carlsen again in FTX Crypto Cup.
Today's news in detail. 100% Bahraini-built satellite project launched. In fulfillment of His Majestic King Hamad's vision and in implementation of the directives of His Royal Highness Prince Salman, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, National Security Advisor and Royal Court Commander, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa today announced the launch of a 100% Bahraini-built satellite project in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The project is expected to be completed and launched by the end of December 2023, His Highness Sheikh Nasser said, noting that this project is a distinguished achievement for the Kingdom as a group of Bahraini youth who are qualified in the field of space sciences and technologies will contribute to building it. His Highness Sheikh Nasser paid tribute to the management of the National Space Science Agency NSSA for the tremendous efforts they have exerted to place the Kingdom of Bahrain among the leading countries in the space sector through NSSA's ambitious projects and participation in various specialized gatherings, in addition to the research and studies it has conducted and published in international conferences and scientific journals. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister received the Chief of Staff of the Bahrain Defence Force. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander and Prime Minister received the Bahrain Defence Force BDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Tayyab bin Sakhr Al Naimi at Rifa Palace following Bahrain taking command of the CTF 152 Combined Maritime Task Force that maintains maritime security in the Arabian Gulf. His Royal Highness commended the BDF along with its allies in furthering global efforts that safeguard international maritime traffic from threats that impact global trade. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa highlighted the BDF's combat and administrative readiness driven by its highly skilled personnel and effective in military systems. In this regard, His Royal Highness noted that the BDF's prominent role in advancing the Kingdom's comprehensive development led by His Majestic King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander. Bahrain today marked 21st anniversary of Supreme Council for Women. Bahraini women's achievements were praised yesterday by ministers, senior government officials and community leaders as the Supreme Council for Health SCW celebrates its 21st anniversary today. His Majestic King Hamad and His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, yesterday received cables of congratulations from Bahraini ministers and officials on SCW's 21st anniversary. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers Bahrain's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Bahrain and Saudi military relations highlighted. BDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Tayyab bin Sakhr Al Naimi received Saudi Arabia's Armed Force Construction Planning and Budgeting Authority Chairman Major General Adel Awad Al Utabi. Al Naimi praised the Bahraini-Saudi relations and the progress it is witnessing in the military aspect and defense cooperation. Health Minister praised nursing efforts. Health Minister Dr. Jalila bint Al Sayed Jawad Hassan received Bahrain Nursing Society Chairperson Dr. Jamila Jassim Mukhaimer and other board members discussed cooperation to support the sector of nursing in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The minister stressed the importance of supporting the quality of healthcare and promoting services through ambitious strategies and initiatives to further develop the sector of nursing. She praised the national efforts to combat the outbreak of the novel coronavirus, noting that Team Bahrain's honorable achievements and the role of the nursing personnel among the frontliners. Tourism Ministry support for large family-owned enterprises, private museums affirmed. Minister of Tourism Fatima Al Sairafi has stressed the ministry's support to different Bahraini family-owned enterprises to start their museums aiming to record their vibrant commercial journeys, highlighting this history and heritage of Bahrain's commercial sectors and to promote business tourism in Bahrain. Minister Al Sairafi affirmed the readiness of the Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority BTEA to promote these museums during its participation in Gulf and international events related to tourism. She added that the ministry supports major industrial and commercial companies in establishing their museums to showcase their contributions to Bahrain's economic growth and serve as a tourist attraction. New plan to empower women further unveiled. New laws and initiatives that will further enable equal opportunities for women and allow them to take care stage in the country's development are on the pipeline. Details of the plan, which include special bills for women's rights, were unveiled yesterday at a major women empowerment forum held at the National Assembly Complex at Gudaibiya. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. First female metro drivers proud to take control in Egypt. Cairo Metro's first female train drivers have spoken of the admiration and occasional disapproval they have received from commuters since taking the controls. The Metro's contingent of female drivers were hired in April, a first in the parliamentary Muslim Arab country. It coincides with the significant expansion of the Cairo Metro, which is used daily by up to 5 million of the Egyptian capital's 20 million residents. The Cairo Metro has women-only carriages to protect female passengers. Millions of students return to schools after coronavirus pandemic lockdowns in Philippines. Millions of students wearing face masks streamed back to school, primary and secondary schools across the Philippines Monday in their first in-person classes after 2 years of coronavirus lockdowns that are feared to be worsened one of the world's most alarming illiteracy rates among children. Officials grappled with daunting problems including classroom shortages, lingering COVID-19 fears, an approaching storm, and quick damage between school buildings in the country's north to welcome back many of more than 27 million students who enrolled for the school year. The Indian Grandmaster Pragyananda defeated world champion Magnus Carlsen again in FTX Crypto Cup. The young talented 17-year-old Grandmaster Ramesh Babu Pragyananda from Tamil Nadu, India created history by winning 3 games in a row and defeating reigning 5 times world chess champion Magnus Carlsen at the FTX Crypto Cup, the American finale of Champions Chess Tour in Miami. It is pertinent to note that it is the 3rd time in 6 months that Ramesh Babu Pragyananda defeated world champion Magnus Carlsen. Carlsen was almost winning the game when he committed a blunder against Indian Grandmaster at the moment when he was on the point of forcing Armageddon. Also, Pragyananda utilized this opportunity to beat him in the tiebreaker. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off, Prishana Sultana. Good night.